Good evening and welcome to PEOMIOSFYRDS Live on UWW-TV. I'm Alex Monti, joined by co-hosts Nazir Spencer and Gabe Sadowski. We ask you to please excuse our momentary interruption of sports from your regular daily schedule. Today we have a special show previewing the NBA playoffs, giving you our predictions, picks, and everything involving the postseason. We'll begin with the play-in games, a couple of which already taken place. Last night, the Lakers defeated the Pelicans 110-106 to take the 7th seed, and the Kings eliminated the Warriors 118-94. Those two teams will meet to determine the 8th seed in the West Conference on the other side of the bracket. The East play-in games start tonight. The Heat take on the 76ers for the 7th seed, and the Hawks battle the Bulls in an elimination game. Nazir, how do you think the remaining play-in matchups will shake out?
Well, I got the Sixers winning tonight against the Heat, and there's a little bit of breaking news. Jimmy Butler went down, grabbing the knee. It's a little concerning, so it's kind of messing up my next pick, which I had the Heat beating the Bulls, and obviously the Bulls would have to beat the Hawks in that eight seed game, technically 8 seed. But yeah, I would have Heat Bulls in the next game. That would be a great game in my opinion because DeMar DeRozan has a lot on the line for his career. It's his last chance, I feel like, to get farther into the playoffs. But unfortunately for him, I have the Heat in that, and then the Heat would play the Celtics. But if Jimmy Butler is not healthy and if he's not okay coming to that game in the play-in, then I unfortunately will have to pick the Bulls. For you Chicago fans, you will get lucky. And the Hawks might win too. I'm not counting them out whatsoever, but in my opinion, I think the Bulls just have a little bit more stress on them. So I'll have that. And then when it comes to the West side, unfortunately, Zion went out yesterday, and that broke my heart. So we're going to have to go with the Kings. The Kings will look amazing right now. I have to give them a little bit of respect. So the Kings are going to play the Thunder first round, and we'll see how that matchup goes. We'll get to that one in a second.
I've got the Heat winning over the Sixers. Of course, obviously, Jimmy going down, that does impact things. And then I do have the Hawks beating the Bulls. I just think that, when you look at those two teams, I think Atlanta just has better overall depth. Shout out to Jalen Johnson. That's my guy. Prairie View Middle School legend. No, I like the Hawks odds over the Bulls. And then whoever ends up winning the Sixers-Heat matchup, losing that matchup, I have the Sixers. I think the Sixers are going to beat the Hawks is what I'm trying to say. So, and then for terms of the West, I have the Kings over the Pelicans. Unfortunately, Nazir touched on it. Zion is down, but I think the Kings are going to win it. I think the Aaron Fox and especially Sabonis is going to go off against them, and he's going to feast.
So you think the Sixers are going to lose tonight?
I think they'll lose tonight.
Really? Okay. Yeah. Okay.
But now that Jimmy has gone down, I could see it going the other way. Originally, I did have the Heat winning, but I'm going to stick with my pick.
I don't know, man. I feel like the Sixers with Embiid is a completely different team.
Getting Embiid back is going to be huge. But
that's a completely different team, man. I don't know. I'd have to pick the Sixers in that one. Only just the fact that he might just go on a tear this game, and I'm sure he wants to play the Knicks over the Celtics, so because they can't beat the Celtics whatsoever. So,
that's all pretty valid points.
Yeah.
Now look ahead, speaking of that first round, to the first round matchups that begin on Saturday. In the East, the Cavaliers will battle the Magic, the Bucks will meet the Pacers, and the 1 and 2 seeds, the Celtics and Knicks, are waiting for the play-in games to see who their opponents will be. In the West, the Clippers take on the Mavericks, the T-Wolves take on the Suns, and the Nuggets will match up with the Lakers. The first-seeded Thunder will take on either the Pelicans or Kings. Gabe, what are your predictions for round number 1?
Yeah, so starting off with the West, I got the Thunder and Kings matchup. I think the Thunder are going to take that one, no problem. I have them winning in, I think I said 6. For Denver and then the Lakers, I have the Nuggets winning that one over the Lakers. Then the 3-6 matchup, you got the T-Wolves and the Suns.
Here we go.
Nazir, I know we were kind of beefing earlier today. I have the Wolves winning in 5. I don't believe that KD and Book, and don't get me wrong, those two guys alone, those guys can win you a playoff series. It's Minnesota's time, man. And I know they're 0-3 against them in the regular season, the Wolves, but I think it's time. I think Ant is here. He's going to arrive. He's going to be known on a national level. If he's not already, I think Ant is going to do great against the Suns, and he's just going to propel them to the next level. Then Clippers, Mavs. I got the Mavs winning. I had them winning even before Kawhi went down, but that's just me personally. Luka and Kyrie, they have that thing figured out over there, and the team chemistry is it's off the charts in Dallas right now. And then I believe that's all of them. I think I touched on all of them. But
okay.
Yeah. East though, I have Boston over Philly, and then the New York and the Heat matchup. I have the Knicks winning that one. Bucks, Pacers. I do have the Pacers winning in 7. That hurts to say as a Bucks fan, but I don't think it's the Bucks.
I can't
here.
argue
I think
that.
they're going to lose in the
that's
first
fair.
round.
Not a
again.
bad pick,
So, Yeah.
Did you get Cavs Magic?
Cavs, Magic. I have the Magic winning.
Okay, all right. So I'm gonna start in the West. Thunder over Kings. I'm gonna give the Thunder the Kings a little bit of respect. I'm gonna give them two games. So I'm gonna have Thunder in 6. Only reason I say that is because the Kings are still young. They're young. They're just as young as the Thunder. So I mean, I don't see why this wouldn't be a pretty challenging series for them. Without Kawhi Leonard, I think the Clippers are gonna be out of there. Mavericks are gonna get them in 6. Luka and Kyrie are dangerous, man. I don't know. That's a scary duo. And when it comes to the Timberwolves and Suns, now hear me out. The Suns are under the most pressure in the league right now in the playoffs due to the big 3 and the moves that they made. They have no depth, and their coaching is a little suspect. Frank Vogel has not been that great recently. So we're going to see them play out of their minds, and they're going to win in 6. So that's what I have for that series. Nuggets versus Lakers, that series is going to 7 games. I don't know why people are saying in 5, but LeBron and AD have a chip on their shoulder. It's going to be a tough series for both sides, but I think Nuggets are going to win in 7. On the East side, Celtics over I believe I picked the 6. Oh, I picked the Heat. I picked the Heat in that one, I believe.
Oh, okay.
No, not to win, but
I was say to lose,
to lose
but
that
then
one.
to win the next one.
Right. So Celtics will beat them in like 6 games. Eric Spoelstra's just a great coach, so I think he's going to get 2 games out of them. Cavs Magic, that's a great series, man. I think that's going to be. People are sleeping on that series. I don't know why, but I got the Cavs in 7, a little bit more experience. For the next one, Pacers Bucks, I do have Bucks in 7. Only if we win. If we lose, we're losing in 5. That's my prediction. That's just a Bucks way to do it. The Knicks over the Sixers. Now this is an interesting one for me. It took me a little bit to kind of think of it a little bit because I think the Sixers are very well put together. But the Knicks, man, Jalen Brunson, man, I picked him up in fantasy, and it was the best decision I ever made in my life. I recommend picking him up in fantasy next year, but I got the Knicks in 6. So that'll be a very fun series. I think my favorite series in the first round probably will be that Suns Timberwolves matchup, so I can prove everyone wrong, and just be a little cocky with it, Sure. That's my goal.
I'll give it to you.
And the Bucks one though, I like that one too. That matchup's fun. That's the Pacers. Tyrese Halliburton's going to give him some work. So Damian Lillard's got to really step up.
For sure.
I know you mentioned the Cavs Magic one. That should be a really interesting one. Like I said, kind of slept on, but like in the playoffs, it always comes down to experience. Like who's been there, who knows what to do. It's a different ball.
Don't sleep on Paolo.
That's
Paolo's
true too.
nice.
Paulo is nice. We're going to take a break, and when we return, Nazir and Gabe will give us the rest of their NBA playoff predictions. Stay tuned. This is PEOMIOSFYRDS live on UWW TV.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby. Inside the 30. Touchdown. Michaela burns it.
An incredible finish by Hall.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org.
For Hawk Talk, especially on days I'm hosting, you really need to be up early looking at those news stories, even the night before. I'm finding topics that I can incorporate in the show, and I feel like we get a conversation going.
Once you get the opportunity to do that with other people who appreciate it the same level as you do, it makes it that much more enjoyable.
For everything sports, tune in Monday through Thursday at 91.7 The Edge or watch us on UWW TV.
Are you bored on campus? Then come down to Warhawk Alley in the University Center. We have everything you need to take a break from your studies and have a great time. So come blow off some steam with our air hockey, darts, foosball, video games, 8 top-of-the-line Brunswick pool tables, and our 10-lane bowling alley. We have nightly specials, blacklight bowling, tournaments, and tons of chances to win prizes. For more information or to set up a reservation, call Warhawk Alley at 262-472-5681.
Here at UW Whitewater Intramural Sports, we have a motto: a sport for everyone and everyone in a sport.
Come on!
Stepped it anyways. Oh, she got that off, and they're going to count it.
Had a blast. Always have fun at intramurals.
Every day we strive to go above and beyond that goal by providing healthy exercise, promoting leisure education, and giving students that competitive atmosphere they are looking for.
Yes! Yes!
It's exciting. Brings me back to those high school days with Friday Night Lights.
With our 25 different intramural sports offered, we guarantee that we have a sport for you. Go to our website and find your sport today.
Welcome back to PEOMIOSFYRDS Live on UWW TV. We're now going to dive into the second round of our NBA playoff predictions. After some heated deliberation about round one, we'll see what our co-hosts think about round two. Nazir, take us through your second round predictions and who you see reaching the conference finals.
All right, we're going to start with the West. In the West, this is going to get tricky, okay?
Okay.
Thunder and Mavericks are going to go to 7 games.
Ooh.
And this is going to be one of the best series we've probably ever seen, offensively. Offensively, okay? Not defensively, because neither team plays very good defense. Man, I'm gonna give. It's gonna be like a 2-2, tie at first, and then I'm gonna take the Thunder to take away in Game 7 because it's gonna be in Oklahoma. Mm-hmm. So that game's gonna come down to the wire, but ultimately I have them winning in 7.
Okay.
And that's no diminishing the Mavericks' accomplishments this year. I just think the Thunder have it. I don't know why people are saying they're one of the worst 1 seeds we've ever seen. I don't understand that whatsoever.
I don't believe that.
But I think the Thunder really have it right now. I think they're going to make it far. They're going to make a deep run. But for the next game, Suns-Nuggets, I have Suns in 6. The reason I say that, I know you're going to look at me weird. The reason I say that is because the Suns have beat the Nuggets like 3-1 this year, I'm pretty sure. And Kevin Durant and Devin Booker have gone off on them every single game that they played. Because I don't know what it is. I think they're just rivals. I think they want to beat those champions, and that's fair. Mm-hmm. But I just really have the Suns making a push. They're pressured, like I said before, but I really think that's the matchup that they want. It's just against the Nuggets. They don't want to see the Lakers. I don't really think that's a good idea to play the Lakers. So the Nuggets and the Suns, I got Suns in 6. Now going to the East, I have Cavs and Celtics playing, and I got the Celtics in 6. Cavs they're very experienced. They have Donovan Mitchell. I don't know if he's back yet after that injury because he had a slow start coming back. So I'm gonna give them 2 games. I think they're gonna take again like the Heat would, and the Celtics it's gonna look a little bit too easy for them in the last few games that they play against the Cavs, and I got them moving on. And the Knicks versus Bucks. Now this is going to be another great series that I don't know what I'm going to do if this actually happens, okay? So against the Knicks, we are not that bad, but we are not that good. So, and Jalen Brunson, there's no one to guard him. I don't think Pat Bev can guard him, and I know Damian Lillard cannot guard him. So, but the thing is, who can guard Giannis if he's back? So exactly. I'm gonna take the Bucks in 7. It's gonna be a tough one. Bucks in 7 or 6. I'll give you that one. Bucks in 7 or 6. If we get 6, man, that'll be nice to win in Milwaukee. That'll be great because we're the lower seed. So I got the Bucks and the Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals, and then I got the Thunder and the Suns in the Western Conference Finals.
Interesting.
All right. I'll start with the West. Actually, no, let's go East. Let's go East. I'll go
make it
East
different.
first. Yeah.
Make it different.
Looking at I got the Celtics and Magic in the second round there. I love that Magic team. I love what they're doing in Orlando between Paolo and Franz. Like, killer duo. I do have the Celtics winning in 5, though. I just think that experience there. I mean, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, like they just talk about experience playing together. Those guys know, like they just know what they're doing over there in Boston. Right. Shout out Drew Holiday. I have Knicks and Pacers then in the second round there. I have the Knicks beating the Pacers in 7.
Gotcha.
Not bad. Well, on to our predictions for the conference finals. Last year, the Celtics and Heat met in the East, and the Nuggets and Lakers met in the West. Denver and Miami met in the final series out of those matchups. Gabe, who do you have meeting in the NBA Finals this year, and most importantly, why?
Yeah, so looking at the NBA Finals, I have the Nuggets over the Celtics in 6 games. Okay.
Who's in the West that you were going to pick for those semi-conference finals?
For the semifinals, I had Mavs over Thunder.
Oh God.
Then I
like it. I can't.
Then I had the Nuggets over the Wolves in 7. That was my semifinal. For the West, then Western Conference Finals, I have Nuggets over Mavs, and then the Eastern Conference Finals, I have Celtics over the Knicks. NBA Finals, though, I just think Joker is. He's point blank. He's the best player in the league right now. Mm-hmm. I don't think you can make the argument. I think for Giannis, and if you're weird, you can go with Embiid, but I don't agree with that personally. Sorry, Brian. No, but I think Joker is what he's doing right now. I really think Denver's just doing something great over there.
So you think they're going to be a dynasty almost?
I'm not going to go as far as to say that they're a dynasty, but I
feel like if you get that, you're starting to establish it.
Yeah,
for sure. Get the ball rolling with it.
For sure. And I do love Boston. I think they're probably the most well put together team in the league. But I think Joker's impact on the game and what he's able to do on the offensive end and make everybody around him like 10 times better. Nobody else in the league can do that like he does.
Right.
That's fair.
For me, in the East, I'm going to go Celtics over Bucks, and it's going to go 7 games. And see, here's the thing with me when it comes to the 7-game series against the Celtics. The Celtics are like historically known to be horrible in Game 7s, but against the Bucks, they're really good in Game 7s. I don't know what it is.
Unfortunately,
I don't know what it is. They're horrible against Miami in Game 7s and even Game 6, but like. Against us in Game 7, they just blow us out the water. So I think it's going to go 7 games. I don't think they can hold us to 5 or 6. Yeah. In the West, I'm going to go Suns over Thunder, and that's going to be in 6. And I think KD's going to get his chance to redeem himself against the Celtics. But unfortunately, that might come to a halt because Jason Tatum's going to get that ring.
I suppose. I'd say the biggest reason for when the Suns even getting there is up for debate, but the Suns beating the Thunder seems fair because when it comes to the playoffs, like I mentioned earlier, it's all experience. And the Thunder, great team. What they've been able to do this year, amazing. But they don't have that experience.
Not there yet.
You have to lose in the playoffs to really be able to take that next step. I feel like that's just how the NBA works.
Right.
And finally, our picks, who will win it all, are absolutely, positively, 100% accurate NBA playoff predictions. Nazir, tell us who you see. How you see the finals going, who's coming out on top, and who will win the finals MVP.
All right, like I said before, I got Celtics Suns in the finals, and that's still up for debate for me. If the Bucks if Giannis has a great playoff series, if they even make it this far, then I can see them winning. I really can. I'm just put that out there. But off of my just knowledge of basketball and seeing what I'm seeing right now, I'm going to take the Celtics in 6 against the Suns, because I don't think they have enough depth to go against Celtics. The Celtics bench is one of the most underrated benches I think I've ever watched play. Not that I've ever seen, but like when I watch the Celtics bench play, Peyton Pritchard, he's just great. Like he's a great point guard off the bench, and they have some great bigs off the bench. The Suns, they have Royce O'Neal off the bench.
That's about it.
Yeah, that's really much it, right? So, and Bol, I guess. I mean, if he turns up, then he turns up, but I doubt it. He's not Wemby or anything, but. I really got Celtics winning that. I got Tatum dropping 40 bombs left and right. Yeah. And Jaylen Brown's going to have a great series himself because I think Devin Booker, he can't guard both of them. It's going to be Katie and Tatum going at it, and then Booker and Brown going at it, and then Bradley Beal. I think that series, if they want to win, that's going to depend on that third option.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I think that third option is going to be huge.
Yes,
you know, obviously in my case, like I don't even know who you would call like Michael Porter Jr. for the Nuggets.
Yeah,
probably.
it's not bad. Yeah. He was great last year. He was great last year.
Yeah, he was phenomenal. Yeah, no. Again, like my finals pick, I had Denver and Denver and Boston going at it together. I think, again, like, you know, I could see the Celtics having a chance, but like I said earlier, you just can't beat Jokic. He's just
Porzingis
phenomenal.
has no chance against Jokic.
No
chance.
Fair. We're going to take another break, and when we return, it'll be time for our 2-minute drill. Stay tuned. This is PEOMIOSFYRDS on UWW TV.
I learned a lot of valuable lessons playing college football. I never thought about the health benefits of exercise until I actually started to talk to coaches in college. It's not only just for performance, it's for life. My coaches instilled the importance of well-being, not only building up strength, mental health, getting enough sleep, eating properly is all what it is to be healthy. I decided that I want to go into personal trainer and share my knowledge that I obtained in college about physical and mental well-being.
Your home for excellence in action. The WIAC Network. Watch and download here.
Matt checking in to see how Sam is doing on his project. And it's getting close to exporting now, the final step in the process. And it is complete, and Sam is hyped. Finally gets complete and spikes the ball into the end zone. Sam's celebrating with his colleagues, and they throw a flag on the play. The ref's going to call excessive celebration. Sam is in disbelief and can't believe it. He tries to dispute the call, but the ref is not having any of it.
Here at UWW, we put a lot of emphasis on shaping your involvement. Involvement helps you get to know more people with similar values and goals as yourself. The Student Involvement Office can help you get involved with organizations on campus, or we can help you start a brand new one. So what are you waiting for? It's time to shape your involvement at UWW. If you'd like to learn more, stop by UC 127 or contact us at involvement@uww.edu or call 262-472-6217.
Welcome back to PEOMIOSFYRDS. It was a successful show predicting the NBA playoffs, but of course it wouldn't be complete without running through a 2-minute drill. 2 minutes, as many topics as we can. Nazir and Gabe, ready to go?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, we'll get right on into it. Nazir, thoughts on the WNBA draft results and Caitlin Clark going first overall?
She's going to change the game. CC, it's my dog over there. She's going to go great in Indiana, and hey, there's nothing much more to say. She's the GOAT already. She's going to be great. That's the best I'm going to ever see. So.
Honestly.
I'm gonna leave it at that until Paige gets in the league. Let's keep it clear.
Oh, well, I guess we'll wait and see.
Yeah.
All right, and then moving on, Gabe, 1 week from the NFL draft, who's going #1 overall?
Caleb Williams.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious.
Yeah, Chicago, Can you be good, please?
Oh, please.
Can you guys like beat us once?
Keenan Allen.
That's all I ask. Just beat us once in the
Just
regular season.
Caleb Williams to Keenan Allen, got Cole Kmet. That could be exciting. Like they've got weapons. They got DeAndre Swift. Like
I'm not used to that Keenan yet, man. It's not
I know.
yet.
I'm hoping for the best for him, man. I'm hoping the best. These are your thoughts on Blake Griffin announcing his retirement.
Congratulations, Blake Griffin. I love Blake Griffin. Growing up, he was the best dunker I've ever seen. He still is the best dunker I think I've ever seen in the prime era. But you are not a first ballot Hall of Famer. I will stick to that. You are a Hall of Famer, but not first ballot. I'll keep it at that.
I'm going to be honest. I thought he already retired, respectfully.
That's
but
fair.
it's just like his name fell off the map, honestly.
Yeah. Ooh.
Gabe, how impressive was Scottie Scheffler's Masters win?
Yeah, I mean, the Masters, it's one of the most competitive events that anyone participates
it's the anticipation.
In.
Hard,
I mean, it's just tons of good golfers coming together and
It's the
competing
best
against
of
one
the best.
another.
It's the Masters, you might say.
Yeah, that's what they say allegedly. No, congrats to him. Big win. I would like to see Tiger do something eventually, but
I don't think
he's out of it.
It's been over.
Worst hitting of his career, I'm pretty sure. So like that.
This is your take on the New York Jets' new uniforms.
They're okay. Not a big fan of them.
I think they're nice.
Aaron Rodgers is gonna look good in this. All I gotta say.
I feel like it's better. It's better than what they had.
Yeah, that's true.
It's going back to like what they used to have, like more of the stripes. Going back to that old Jets logo.
That's true.
That is cool.
That's true.
I like having.
I'll give you that.
More
That's
of
very true. I take it back. I like it. Okay, it's not bad.
I was gonna say, come on.
I'm a big.
Maybe when we see it on the court in MetLife, hopefully they get that turf together. But
Yeah, I suppose we'll just have to wait and see it when they really start taking snaps.
Yeah.
Just like that, our 2 minutes is up. Join us once again next week at 7 in the evening for an NFL draft special as we give a full mock draft of round 1. Till then, for Nazir Spencer and Gabe Sadowski, I'm Alex Monty saying thank you for excusing our momentary interruption of sports from your regular daily schedule. Have a good night.